Here is how you instantly open your third eye and activate your pineal gland without meditation. Quicker, faster, and easier. This is Jake Ducey with JakeDucey.com, and let's dive right into the video. So, backstory. The pineal gland in the third eye is supposed to be the spiritual center. It's a center for truth. So our world has built up so much illusion. There's so much falsehood, and then there's so much false belief systems that we have about life. And your spiritual center, your third eye, is supposed to be right here, and it's supposed to be the part of you that allows you to see from a higher spiritual perspective, your spiritual eye, that allows you to see the truth in things, the higher good in things, and to connect to that sacred, to that whole part of yourself. Now, the trouble is, most of us are living from the mind the whole time. We're always in our mind. We're always overanalyzing things. We're always thinking about things. And even when we want to create the things that we want in life, we're always thinking about things. So what's so important to grasp and understand is that to open your third eye, the reason that this video is called, has in the title, Without Meditation, is because people want techniques. But here's what's so important to understand. Your third eye isn't a technique. It's about getting outside of your mind. And then you can live from this higher place where you recognize what's true. You see the world as it truly is, an energy field where all things are energy, and you can manipulate energy to create what you want. And you can have the peace and joy and freedom that you want as well, seeing yourself as a garage, your body is a garage, that's housing your soul. So let's dive right into these steps. Step number one, use your intuition. I promise you right now in your life, your intuition has been telling you something. It might even be beating you over the head now. Because when we don't answer the call of the intuition, what is the intuition? The intuition is the universe or God speaking to you. It's your higher self speaking to you. That's the spiritual center, is intuition. It's the form in which the higher intelligence of life communicates with us. What has your intuition been saying to you? Has it been telling you to quit a certain job? Has it been telling you to stop hanging out with certain people? Has it been telling you to set a different goal or to move to another part of the country or the world or the state? Has it been asking you to make certain diet shifts or start a YouTube channel or to go after this dream business or to get courageous on your sales? What has it been telling you? What has it been speaking to you? And answer that call. You know, what happens is the intuition speaks from the heart, but then the mind gets in the way, and the mind's like, yeah, but that won't work because of this reason, and what about this, and then how am I gonna do it, and what's the plan for that? And the mind gets in the way, and then it distracts us, and it gets us in duality, where we think that there are things that will work and things that don't, and even when we're divinely inspired, we need to overanalyze and plan it, and it might not work. No. When the perception is cleansed, everything will appear as it is, infinite. That was a William James quote, and that's what it means to live and have an awakened third eye, is that you're blindly following your intuition, even though the dual nature of your mind wants to tell you, here's why it's not possible. So the first step to open your mind and your third eye and your pineal gland without meditation is to think of one way in your life intuition has been speaking to you. Maybe it's that job, quitting it, starting the new business, moving around the world, asking somebody out, and think of one specific task and make an actionable step towards it. Because what happens is every time the intuition speaks to us and we don't answer it, the spiritual center, which people often call the third eye or the pineal gland, it starts to harden. So everything is energy. And when you get intuitively guided to something, that's the purest, most unobstructed form of energy to manifest things instantly or very quickly. And when we deny those impulses, those spiritual impulses, and we get into the duality of our mind and we overanalyze and we think about it and we worry about it and we do this and then we get analysis paralysis, we actually start to block the energy flow. And that's what starts to harden the third eye. It starts to lower our ability to see from a higher spiritual perspective, that we're a soul that is divinely guided, that has certain wisdom that is spoken to us for us to live our higher calling. So whatever that is for you, your higher desires, calling to live a bigger life, you have to answer that. So think of one way you've been ignoring your intuition and take a bold step towards it today. It will open up your entire energy, lift your vibration, and open your third eye. Number 2, recognize that you're not your body. That's not who you are. That's the ultimate form of illusion, or as the Buddhists called it, Maya. The Buddhists called illusion the physical world Maya. And we're stuck on the idea that we're these bodies, so we get divinely inspired by certain things. And then we look in the mirror, we overanalyze, and we think, why this body right here, based off of the past, the things that have happened to us, isn't capable of something in the future that we're intuitively guided towards. You are just a soul using this body. You're renting a car. That's what you're doing. And when you remember that and you put that in perspective, you live from a higher place where you recognize your pure energy, your pure consciousness, you're one with everything you desire, and you're one with everyone in this world. And when you can repeat that to yourself and use the affirmation, I am one with all of life. Comment that down below. I am one with all of life. Comment that down below. I am one with all of life. It's sending a subconscious prompt to keep your energy moving so your third eye stays open and so you live from a higher truth. Comment down below, I am one with all life, and use that affirmation today powerfully. Number 3, constantly and consciously brainwash yourself before the world does. The third eye, the spiritual center, the pineal gland, it's a place of ourselves where we live from a higher truth. And what happens is we get conditioned by our society for a lot of negativity, for a lot of failure, for a lot of self-doubt, for anxiety, fear, worry, etc. Fear of rejection, so we don't go and follow the intuitive guidance we get. And it's all an illusion. We're brainwashed. And so you have to consciously brainwash yourself in order to create. It's just like if you have a mirror in your shower and that mirror fogs up so you can't see your face. You have to actually defog the mirror, right? You have to defog your glasses when you're out in certain conditions. That's what keeps that's what keeps your vision clear. Similarly, so there's a certain amount of fog that's built up from our society, and we have to constantly brainwash ourselves. So ask yourself, when certain thoughts from other people come up, certain things they say that may be quote unquote negative, certain things you hear in the media or in a song lyric, or something that somebody says to you in passing or you say to yourself, ask yourself, is this really true? Do I really want this to enter my mind? See, you have the ability to reject certain ideas, and when you reject certain ideas that aren't in alignment with your higher truth, then you start to build the foundation of your own energy. When you do that, you remove energy blocks that allows you to keep your third eye open and in a position of power. So this is Jake Ducey with JakeDucey.com. Make sure you download my free success hypnosis down below. It's the best way in the world to brainwash yourself before the world does. I've been using it for 6 years. Well over 100,000 people from all over the world have used it. It's JakesHypnosis.com. Right there down below. It's free. Use it. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the bell notification right over there. Remember, your body is like a rental car for your soul. And your higher self is speaking intuition and wisdom and higher truths to you. And when you feel that intuition, you have to answer it. So think of one way you can follow that intuition that will remove energy blocks that will allow your third eye to open quicker and faster than you ever thought possible. And when you do that, you live from this place where your energy is light, your shoulders feel free. You know you can create anything that you want. Why? Because you recognize you're one with everything in life. So comment it down below. I'm one with all of life, including what you want. That's the craziest part. And you recognize that when you start to follow your intuition. So this is Jake Ducey with JakeDucey.com. Like this video to support the channel. Hit the like button right over there. Have a beautiful day. Comment down below. I am one with all of life. And I'll see you on the next video.